I had an experience the other day which really helped to put things into perspective and also made me realize that there are very rarely any excuses for not exercising. And I hope if you're watching that you are a regular exerciser, but if you're not, let this motivate you. And if you have anybody in your life who doesn't exercise, share this story with them. There I was at the gym and I was finishing my workout. I did some strength training and I finished with a 20-minute run. And at the end of my run, I do some sprinting. And as I'm coming to the end of my sprint, I actually, through the corner of my eye, saw a gentleman. I'm guessing he was over 75, and he had a walking stick, and he was stooped over a little bit, and he was walking really slow towards me. And then I had finished up my sprint and was actually in the cool down period. So I was actually doing a brisk walk, and I was watching. I actually turned around, and he got onto the treadmill next to me. Remember what I'm saying. Older guy. I think he may have even been close to 80. He looked frail. Maybe he was even older. I'm sure many people watching might be close to 80 and not needing a walking stick and not stooped over. But anyway, who knows his health history? But he was heading towards me. Then he gets on this treadmill right next to me, gets up, and he's still a bit stooped over. And he turns around to me and he smiles. And then he starts pressing the button to start his walk. And he was walking slow, but at an incline. So he was obviously trying to exercise as much as he could. And I had obviously finished my workout. I acknowledged him, smiled back at him, and then got off my treadmill and walked away. And I turned around again and looked at him one last time before I left the gym. And I was in absolute awe of him. I mean, think about this. An older gentleman with a walking stick, stooped over. I don't know his health history, but he obviously didn't seem like the most mobile person. But he was absolutely determined to exercise, and he wanted to obviously come to the gym. I mean, he could have been working out at home, doing something more gentle, but no, he wanted to be in a social setting and he wanted to be at the gym. And how inspiring is that? And it gets to a broader point here about how exercise is truly the best medicine out there. Well, food is probably the best medicine, but you get what I'm saying. Exercise is a close second to food. I consider it my medicine, my daily exercise. And people who want to exercise will find a way to do so. Nothing beats determination. I've seen people in wheelchairs do regular dumbbell workouts, sitting there in their wheelchair trying to strengthen their arm muscles. And people who want to find excuses will always find excuses. I hear all sorts of excuses on a daily basis. Remember, as well as being a doctor, I'm also a certified personal trainer. Exercise is a huge part of my life, and I truly believe in it. But over the years, I've heard so many excuses, even from younger people, actually often, even more so from younger people. But think about that gentleman there. If he can do it, you can do it. I mean, he's got a walking stick. He's stooped over, but he made it to the gym, to the treadmill. So I will ask you, if you don't have a regular exercise routine and you've never seen the inside of a gym, or you haven't seen the inside of a gym for a long time, or whatever place you enjoy working out, then what is your excuse? Because that man was there showing up, and it was obviously very difficult for him, but he was determined to be there. I leave you with that thought. Good for him. I'm sure he's benefiting, and I'm sure whatever his underlying health risks are, he is dramatically improving the chances of living a disease-free life and doing a lot better than he would if he stayed immobile. So no excuses whatsoever, no matter who you are. I'll leave you with that. Thank you for watching.